Hello everyone, welcome to STTO UK YouTube channel. I hope you all doing great. I was exploring one of the business idea surrounding a patent which I recently got granted. That is about the food delivery business, secure food delivery option, which I explored in the patent. I was thinking about a business where there should be a steady cash inflow. Otherwise, if you have got some funding from any other sources like VCs, venture capitalists, or any other investors, then that would be okay. Or if you're doing it by yourself, or if I'm doing it by myself, then I must be having some steady cash flow, or I should invest my own money into the business. Investing my own money into the business may be a little bit risky. So I was thinking, if I'm able to get some cash flow into the business. So cash flow is very important for a business, without which it becomes difficult for a startup to survive. So that is the reason why I wanted to plan for some cash inflow. As the patent revolves around food delivery method, there is one way by licensing the patent to food delivery aggregators. There are many other aggregators in the market. That is one way. The other way is that we can try by ourselves to do some market research, to get opinions from general public, how they feel about the product, whether they need this kind of setup in the food delivery. I think this can be added as a feature to existing delivery method as an option, or as added feature to the food delivery. I just wanted to try setting up a restaurant or takeaway. So I did some research on the rules and regulations in the UK, how to set up a business and how to run a takeaway business. As my patent revolves around the secure food delivery box, with the proper installation and other stuff, with the geographical location tracking, and it is kind of OTP based. We all know that what is the patent is all about. Otherwise, you can ask me in the comment below. When I went through a lot of information around in the UK, how to set up a business, how to set up a takeaway food business. As I'm staying in a rented house, one shouldn't, unless it is permitted by the owner, you shouldn't start a food business from your home kitchen. So in that case, you may find some fitted kitchens for rent outside. I think in London and some other major cities, you will find it's called a dark kitchen or ghost kitchen, or it's called a cloud kitchen in India. Yeah, I mean, everywhere it's called with the different names. So it is a space where you have a fitted kitchen, and you will give it on daily rent or monthly rent. You will pay for that. There will be only kitchen. You use it as a dark kitchen, and you can deliver through different methods, some other aggregators. I was exploring through different ideas, and I read some stories about using home kitchen. If it is your own home, probably you can use your home kitchen, use it for your business. And I'm sharing some information about when I went through different stories, and what are the requirements to use your home kitchen as as a dark kitchen, as a ghost kitchen. I will show you. I mean, some of the things which I went through, read through some of the information from the internet and other information from others, that it has to be very well set up, and the your business and personal things in the home should be separated. Otherwise, it leads to cross contamination. That is a very big, risky kind of stuff. So I will show you some of the critical things in the kitchen to consider while setting up your own own home kitchen. If you are living in a rented house, if your house owner permits that you can use your kitchen, rented house kitchen for the business, that would be okay. Let's see what all things to consider. So I will take my home kitchen, which is rented. I cannot start from my rented house kitchen, but I'm showing you what all the things to consider while starting this food takeaway business from your home if you are doing it. There are several success stories. Even I have seen some of the products in nearby supermarkets that some of the healthy bars or some other food items, packed food items, I have seen in their success stories. They have printed on the snack bars and some other products which they are selling through supermarkets. I've seen that they have mentioned specifically that we started from our home kitchen and it got successful. Kind of some stories I have read through. Probably from their own home, probably they might have started the business. Let me take you through my home kitchen. Okay, let's dive in. Yeah, let's start with our kitchen. So this is the kitchen we have at home. We have the fridge over here and the integrated oven. This is a hob and this is chimney, and we have sink over here, and there is a dishwasher here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we'll start from the refrigerator. So this is all the stuff we have inside the refrigerator, and the regulation says that we should have the temperature less than 8 degrees, but this shows 8.4 degree centigrade. According to the regulations, it has to be less than 8 degree, but it shows 8.4. At safer side, it has to be below 5 or 4 degrees centigrade. That would be better. If some inspection happens, then it would be difficult to prove them that less than 8. So it's always when the food stuff is fully packed, then the temperature might increase. So we should be always having about 4 to 5 degrees. That would be an ideal temperature. And regulation that you should have the items for this is because this is home kitchen. You should have some division between the home food and the food you store it for the business. So at least the top rack, if you keep it for business, all the food belongs to your home can be kept in the bottom shelves. Yeah, that is a regulation. So because they are aiming for the no cross contamination, so you must have that below 8 degrees centigrade. It's a regulation, but it is always better to maintain less than 4 or 5 degrees centigrade. Okay, that is for the fridge. And we have the freezer. If you are manufacturing meat and all, you can store it in freezer. It's always a sub-zero level for the freezer. So usually about -18, -10, something like that. They will be specifying on the food products for the meats and all the stuff. Meat, at least it has to be below -5, -10, something like that for the meat items. And you need to take care of all these. If you see there are crack marks on the wall, which is not good. If anyone comes for the inspection, they will see all these cracks, and this is not right to have these open, because insects can get in or something like that. They can have the risk level increased. And if you see there is an exhaust, you see there is something hanging from the exhaust. So this is not proper. We need to fix all these things. And this is the exhaust. And if you see the exhaust fan, little bit dirty, is not washed. This has to be washed, cleaned properly. You should keep it tidy, otherwise you may get a lesser scoring. This is all important. And if you check sink, your the vessels you use it for the business and for the personal use should not be mixed at a point in time. So you must separate those things. If you're doing your food production for the business, then you must have only the vessels which are related to your food business in the sink. Okay, that is the kind of regulations I read through. Yeah. And the wall behind the hob or somewhere, all these should be clean. So if it is not clean, then you would get negative rating. The hand wash, it should not be scented one. So it says puny blue. So this should not be scented. These all should be neutral. And see, now all the kitchen utensils are mixed, personal use, business use. So this should not be the case. And some clothes like this should not be laying around. Can you guess what is missing here? There is one dishwasher gel, and there is hand washer gel, which is scented one. It should not be scented one. They say that it may lead to this perfume can get into the food. That's the thing. And there should be one disinfectant, one missing disinfectant. You spray the disinfectant and clean it. And there is one more stuff, the tissue paper. And you get the blue roll, which is kitchen towels to wipe off the shelf. You should buy that one, the blue roll, which you get it for the restaurants. They buy the same kind of stuff. You should buy. And yeah, I think we have all these wipers and all these towels hanging around. Yeah, this is okay. And one more thing we are missing here, that is the mop. And all these things shouldn't be here. All these mats and stuff should not be here. So when you spill something, the mop should be used to clean, and it is missing in this kitchen here. Yeah, apart from all that, I think there are some of the things we need to take care. The food labeling stuff in place, and the head cap should always be there when you are cooking, and the apron is also one thing. And ingredients should be labeled. If you open one some food item, if you bring it from a shop, so if it is packed food item, then you should put a label on that, and saying that this has been opened at this date, and it will be mentioned on the packet that, you know, after openings you should use it by this day, or after opening finish it. I mean, you should consume it within certain number of days. That labeling has to be done on the food packaging. And vegetables should always be cleaned when you're storing. It should always be cleaned and put it in the fridge below 8 degrees centigrade. The regulation says that your food, if it's hot food, it has to be above 63 degrees centigrade. If it is a cold food, it has to be less than 8 degrees centigrade. And the meat items should always be in sub-zero condition. And no food item should be in a room temperature. I think this is a little bizarre, but the regulations, it says it has to be either below 8 degrees centigrade, or it should be above 63 degrees centigrade. So that is the rule. If somebody comes for inspection randomly, unannounced, if they visit your house or your kitchen, so it has to be maintained in this particular manner, the temperatures. So you need to record temperatures every day, and food items should always be covered, and they should be kept in a box, and you should label it, when did you start storing it in that box. And drying hands facility like towels and stuff kitchen towels you should be having, and it has to be the blue roll, as I mentioned. And the disinfectant you spray and clean the shelf. Again, that should not be perfumed one. It should be unscented. If you are making your food, starting your food business from your kitchen, your home kitchen, so whenever they come for inspection, your personal use food items and business use food items should always be different. So otherwise, whatever you say, you have some personal food item which you prepared for yourself, you kept it overnight. When they come for inspection, whatever the food in your home will be considered the business food. So they can take the sample, they can test it in some labs, and it can happen. And if they found it is not meeting the standards, they can close down your business, or they can put fine along with community hours. The regulations are very strict, one must follow. And you have seen the kitchen, so the walls behind the hob or anywhere, it should be properly wall cladded, either with the any wall cladding, or it should be very clean always. You should wipe it every day. There should not be splatters, and it should not be dirty. And you should have cleaning schedule and daily temperature records listing. Cleaning schedule has to be there, and whatever the food items you bring it from shops, supermarkets, all wherever you bring it from, all the supplier lists should be there. Supplier list: when did you bring it, what is the expiry date, when did you open it, when you are finishing that, unexpected finishing date. All that should be recorded. It should be in a proper place. Whenever somebody comes for inspection and asks you, and that time you should be able to answer it. The thing is about the business address and your kitchen address, your dark kitchen. You can rent a place. If it is not your home kitchen, you can rent any businesses where they can rent their kitchen. So even in some restaurants, some kitchens will be separate. If some vacant fitted kitchen is available in any pubs and restaurants, you can rent it for the business. And the business has to be registered at the local council. Suppose if you are staying in Coventry, then it has to be Coventry City Council. The business has to be registered with your business address, or it has to be, whatever the company name you have, that business address. And if the business address and your kitchen address is different, then you should inform that to the council that where you are cooking, so that whenever they want, they can come for inspection to do the checking or inspection. And there are some training requirements as well. So one has to go through level 2 training, and they call it level 2. That has to be finished. It's not to start a business. After you start, you can go through the training. That is mandatory. At least you should know how to operate a food business. If it is a rented home, then you cannot register as a business. Unless you get permission from your house owner for registering a business in the rented house. So that is one. If you're not able to register because of the permission issues, then you can always go for the virtual addresses, office address. So there are several service providers. You can Google, you can check in internet. So about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds per month they might charge you for the posts and stuff. The posts they receive, they can they can send it to your home address. So that is the one you can make use of if you are registering a limited company. So it's always better that you register your company as the limited company. Anything might go wrong. If somebody sue you because of your food is not good, something has happened to them after eating your food and stuff, if the person sues the business, you can, they cannot get into your personal space, so they always sue the company. So the company, if the company is not able to pay, the liability injection some anything like what court orders, and the liability will not come into your personal property. You can always go for the private limited company. You have limited liability. You are not personally liable if you have a private limited company. If you are a sole trader, if you are self-employed and you are saying there is no private limited company, you are doing it by yourself, self-employed, you will become personally liable. Any court order asking you to pay the liability, some amount, if the court decides, then it will come to your personal property, and they can seize your property, whatever the property you have. It is always better that you register a private limited company. So that is all if one has to go through these food businesses. I explored this because I wanted to commercialize my patent, which was in the secure food delivery, as I said in the initial start of the video, to have this cash flow in the business, so that cash flow is very important, unless you have very good backing like funding from any venture capitalists. Decide by yourself. There are many things to consider, and I might have missed some of the things in this video. You do research by yourself, and you can always contact the business planning professionals. They can plan your business for to start a business. That is always good. But these are all basics what I have told. And yeah, thank you very much. And if you have any questions, you can always comment for this video in the comment section, and I will try to answer. And you can always contact STTO UK if you're starting any business, or if you need any inputs for starting a business, or if you want to become an entrepreneur, what are the risks and stuff. If you need investments or something, there are many people who are very keen to invest in businesses. So our group has many experienced professionals in different fields. So join our community and explore options. Good luck. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss some informative videos like this. Comment in the comment section if you want anything related to business, if I have to make any videos related to the business, if it aligns with my timing, I would have a look into that, and we can work together always in the STTO UK. Thank you. I will see you in the next video.